Hi, this is Dr. John Ziegler with Trinity Integrated Health and Wellness Center. And today we're going to be talking about one stretch and 4 exercises that you can do to help strengthen the back of the shoulders. Last week, as you remember, we talked about someone having upper cross syndrome, where they're tight in their flexors and they're weak in their extensors. Well, today we're going to show you how to stretch your pec muscles, which really rounds out the shoulders and causes this look. And we're also going to show you 4 primary exercises that can help you strengthen the back of your shoulders, which are real easy, something that you can do at home. Today I have with me Dee, who's the rehab tech for our clinic, and he's going to be demonstrating how we're going to be doing these. So let's start off first with the stretch, because we always want to stretch these tight flexor muscles. And if you remember last week, I said you come in this world in a fetal position, and if you live long enough, you're going to leave in a fetal position. So extensor's where it's at. But we've got to stretch these tight pec muscles and flexor muscles before we can really start activating our extensors. So we're going to have Dee just come right up here. There's 2 ways to demonstrate this. The first way we like is like this, where Dee's going to put his arm flat up against the door frame, and then he's going to go into a fencer stance and just bend at the knees, and he's going to be stretching just like this. Now this stretch is going to last for 25 seconds. Any stretches we do, we want 3 25-second stretches. So the first one, Dee is stretching right through this pec muscle and getting a little bit of this bicep. The second way to do this is come through and raise the arm up just a little bit more right there. And basically what he's going to do is he's going to turn your whole torso this way, and he's stretching out that pec muscle through there. And again, 3 25-second stretches. You do it with each arm, not just one. So that's our primary stretches to kind of open up the pec muscles. Now we want to demonstrate 4 little quick exercises that you can do. The first one we want to demonstrate is one where you're going to keep your arm at an L angle. You're going to keep it next to your side. And all you're going to do is turn out with this arm. Now, if you have a bad shoulder joint, you can't like keep it pinned and come out with it. You can roll up a towel and put it underneath your arm to give you a little extra movement. But what we don't want to see is this L dropping down. We want to keep it a nice L, and we want to come out. So Dee's going to demonstrate this for us. And he's just going to the end range of motion. We're not trying to push way through. But this is going to work these posterior shoulder muscles right in here. There's 4 little muscles in the back of the shoulder blade that are very important muscles. And in these, we normally recommend 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. You don't need to use heavy weight here. I mean, we're talking if you're using bands that you can get at our clinic, or you can get in any store like Dick's or Academy Sports or even Walmart. We only want like 5-pound, 10-pound pulls on these bands. So this is not something that we're trying to become He-Man or He-Woman and really bring it out. The next one is where we're going to do an extensor exercise, and basically we're trying to work these shoulder muscles in the back again, and we're also kind of hitting that tricep a little bit. And what Dee's going to do is just go to a straight arm, and then he's going to come straight back with his arm, the whole arm. So bring it all the way back like that, and it's a straight extension move. And what we're trying to do is just work where these muscles attach into the back of the arm, these posterior shoulder muscles. Again, we're looking at 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 15 done every other day. Again, we don't do these every day. This is something we're going to do about 3 times a week at most. The next one is a row. So basically what we're going to do with that one, you want to keep the arms in. Now you can do this row with a band like this. You want to try and basically have this arm going into the armpit area. You don't want it winging out or anything like that, because if you wing it all out, you're going to end up injuring their posterior shoulder. So keep everything nice and tight. And just do single arms, pulling it in. You're going to do each arm 10 to 15 times, 3 times a week. 3 sets of 10 to 15, 3 times a week. So that's our 3 exercises with the band. Now we want to show you one that's real simple that you can also do at home, and it's called wall angels. So we're going to have Dee demonstrate this over here on our wall. And basically, you set yourself up on the wall where you're nice and straight with everything. You want to basically bring these elbows down into the side. You know, like how people get in the snow and they do these snow angels? Well, this is a wall angel, and you're going to be bringing them down and in without letting your hands come off the wall. If your hands come off the wall, that means you're too tight in your pec muscles, and you need to stretch that first stretch we showed you. But if you'll do that stretch ahead of time, you won't have any problems doing this. And when you come down and you hold for 2 seconds, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then you come back up. Real simple exercises here, but you'll be amazed at how much this will strengthen those muscles in between your shoulder blades to bring you back and up where you're in a more proper posture and also more strength in the extensors. So that's our 4 exercises and our 1 stretch. And if you have any questions, please contact us at Trinity Integrated. We'll be happy to help you with any and all of these, along with the adjustments to kind of help properly situate the spine where it's in its proper motion and proper alignment. And you add the adjustments with these exercises, and you too can stop having this forward posture and be more upright. So thank you for joining us today. Contact us at 318-352-0099. Have a blessed day.